16. Is there any condition in which I am not quicksand to myself? Even the carnivorous plants of 1,000 fingertipped moons are skeptical of all my efforts. 17. A sigh of fatigue. Why are we so fickle as a breath, or winds? 18. My undying contempt for how much you know, for your ability to describe everything, for your compulsion to explain everything, for your elevated duty of helping and not hindering, for your upstanding morality of, if you are not part of the solution, then you are part of the problem. I spit venom and excremental tears upon our shared insignificance, and no one listens, because no one can hear, and no one can hear because it's simply too loud. Would I prefer to doubt everything, to believe everything, to question nothing, to do nothing? Would I prefer not to be heard, not to speak, to think? Is there anything in any utterance that is not belligerence and disappointment? Is there any utterance that is not really an elevated grunt or a weak falsetto cry? We lack even the ability to derive the most adequate insult toward ourselves. Language falters where contempt flourishes. Let us be reduced to the status of soil and worms and silted matter. 19. I thought it outrageous to believe that you had the shape of a human body and were limited within the dimensions of limbs and organs like our own. 20. For my own reasons, I fervently prayed that you and I might someday become a similar type of substance, a shapeless and hideous mass, a mass that might also be exhaled, which obscure theologians would call by obscure names like a fine and rarefied stellar dust. And once, in some old books, I read that we had exchanged imperishable limbs and organs for birds and beasts and reptiles, and that even our bowels had been woven with spools of parchment, and our joints into shards of bloodless bamboo reeds, making only the faintest low whistle when we moved like mourning doves.